Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello out there. How are you doing today on this Wednesday, February 26th, 2025? Hope things are going well wherever you are. Welcome to What's New Wednesday at Kimberbell, where we always have something fun to talk about and just all kinds of things going on at Kimberbell that I want to share with you. We've got a really great sale going on right now. We're going to talk about some new things coming out just around the corner in March. We're going to talk about the download code thing, all the things we're going to talk about today. So thank you for being here with me today. Who do I have joining me? Let's see. It looks like Sandy. She says, good morning from nicely unseasonably warm Huntley, Illinois. Wow, that was a mouthful, Sandy. Yeah, it's nice and it's getting a little bit warmer here too, which I love. And when I left work yesterday at like 5:30, it was still light outside, and that was really great thing for my mental state, right? Hi, Jill from Salt Lake and Annette from Atlanta. Good morning, Yvette from sunny Illinois. Yep. Let's see. Deborah from Las Vegas, Nevada. Teresa says, yay, I love Wednesdays. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I'm so glad you're here. Of course, let's see. Welcome, Donna from Estero, Florida. And Sharon from North Texas. Hi, Darlene from Ontario and Kathy from Edmonton, Alberta. Good morning, Ramona from Washington, Dawn from sunny Wisconsin, and Christine from Idaho Falls. Hi, Karen from Colorado and Bonnie from Chester, Virginia. Hi, Rachel from Wyoming and Michelle from sunny Oregon City, Oregon. Good morning, Andrea from Chicagoland. I'm going to be out in your neck of the woods here pretty soon. Kathy from San Antonio, Texas. Deborah from Las Vegas, Nevada. Madeline from Virginia. Gail from Florida. And the list goes on. All right, everyone. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always good to have you here. And I just appreciate you spending a little bit of your morning on a Wednesday morning or afternoon with me so that you can, learn about what's happening in the Kimberbell world. I really, really appreciate it. So we do have lots to talk about. So let's go ahead and just get right to it, shall we? First things first, we've got some new deals of the week. Of course, as you know, you can go to kimberbell.com, click on deal of the week. There you go, or we'll put a direct link here. But I think there's 4 or 5 new deals going on this week. But I chose 2 that I wanted to spotlight because they're really good deals. Really good deals. And I think you can use them for, all kinds of, in all kinds of ways. So let me pull up what that is. Okay, these are the 2 I wanted to spotlight this morning, but make sure and click on that link so you can see all of them. But a while ago, we had this farmhouse wooden frame that was part of one of our Bella boxes. And in that, we also had some embroidery screen mesh that you stitched onto, and then you framed it. And so we have some more of those left in the warehouse that we thought, you know what, let's sell them for really, really cheap. So you can get this farmhouse wooden frame. I think it's I want to say a 9x9 size, but it'll say there on there for under $5. And then another the screen mesh for only $1.99. And what's cool is that if you've ever thought, what else can I do with my embroidery machine? You could stitch on mesh. Who knew, right? So anyway, that's available on the deal of the week. So check it out while supplies last. I think there's a couple of colors of embroidery leather on there. I believe it's the gold and maybe the forest green. Just those 2 colors are on sale. You can get Lucky Us download for half off. So lots of good stuff happening over there. Check it out. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Sew and Tell with Kimberbell, because you know what? Truth be told, that's my favorite part of What's New Wednesday. So let's take a look. Okay, I have lots to share with you today because you guys are making like crazy. Let me pull up the first one. Okay, I'm going to talk about this probably like every week till the end of the year because it's so fun to see your progress in doing the mystery quilt. Now, if you're loving what you're seeing about the mystery quilt, because we now have January and February done, so you now know what the blocks are, it's not too late to still join, my friends. Not too late. So you can find a shop that's participating in digital dealer exclusives. It's exclusively through that shop that's participating in it. And oh my gosh, it's just fun. So let's take a look at some of your blocks that you've done because guess what? In just what, 2, 3 days, March 1st, you're going to get another part of the mystery. And I think you're going to love it. So here's what people have done so far. I absolutely love this one. And I know you do too. It's got a lot of comments on there. But the mystery quilt can be done in the fabrics that we chose for it, and it's going to work out just great. But certainly digging into your own stash is great too. And that's what this gal did. This is from Cindy. She says, well, I'm finally caught up with my block of the month. So happy. She had some major issues with her machine and now they are fixed. I think we can all relate to that, Cindy. She says, I haven't trimmed them yet, but here they are. And aren't you loving that batik fabric? At least it looks like batik. Cindy, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it is absolutely stunning, isn't it? So it's going to be really fun to see how these all come together. And I promise you, Cindy, if you're thinking, gosh, I don't know, is it going to look good in the end? Oh, yes, it will. It will look fantastic. Really beautiful fabric you chose there, Cindy. Okay, here's one from Ida. She says, woo, caught up with a week to go. I'm proud of me. Oh, yes, I'm proud of you too, Ida. So those are using fabrics that we recommended. And so way to go, Ida. And yeah, you still got a few days to go at this point. Congratulations. And then when March 1st comes, you're going to be like, done. Check. All right. This one comes from Renee. Renee has been busy. I'm going to show you a few things Renee's been doing. She says, I'm delighted to share that my last 2 weekends have been fun and productive. She caught up on the Wallflower Mystery Quilt. She completed 5 mug rugs for gifts and completed all the projects but one from July 2024 Hoop Studio. 1 towel for my mom and 1 for me. She says, I only have the towel hanger left to complete and then onto my August project. She's getting caught up on all of her current subscriptions. And she says, wish me luck. Good luck to you. And I know you can do it. Look what she's been doing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So first of all, she mentioned the blocks. These were February blocks from the Digital Dealer Exclusives Mystery Quilt. We call it Wallflower. You can see why. Nicely done. And then she did some mug rugs for a friend. And this comes from Mug Rugs Volume 6. Creative, let's see. I can't remember what it said exactly about having a creative hobby is a great way to life. Anyway, someone can correct me on that. The mountains are calling, I must go. And so many books, so little time. All really fun mug rugs. Again, that's from volume 6. And then she also did a hoop studio project from our sister company, Me Time Delivered. And don't you love that? Chop it like it's hot. With those vegetables hanging over the edge of the tea towel there. And anyway, really, really great stuff. Way to go. Okay. I mentioned Mug Rugs Volume 6. Here's what it looks like if you're looking for that specific one. That's something that you can find at stores, wherever Kimberbell products are sold, or at kimberbell.com. Okay, now, in addition to doing digital dealer exclusives, you've hopped to it on Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail. Let's take a look. Here we've got Karen. She says, what a fun bench pillow this was to create and really sets a mood for spring. Hopping down the bunny trail was so easy to do and just love all the details and embellishments. She did a few different borders and added binding to really frame it. Oh, Karen, it looks so good. Let's take a closer look at that binding she did around the border because I thought that was brilliant. And I just think it just sets it off so nicely. And then she used let's see, some fabric instead of patching the fabric together for the borders. It looks like she just chose a really darling bunny fabric. And boy, that turned out great, didn't it? Way to go. Okay, this one came from Michelle. She says, 3 days of sewing and my hopping down the bunny trail is all finished. She's going to buy a new bench pillow to put her bench pillows on because when she had put them on the back of the couch, her husband says they attack him. She bought an extra embellishment kit, so she wants to make another pillow for her daughter-in-law. Well, that is very, very nice, Michelle. Here we go. There's another look at hers, and isn't that beautiful? Good job there. And oh, I see. Do you see what I see? I see some variegated thread being used on that little chick egg. Very nicely done. Great idea. Okay, this one comes from Beth. She just simply says, love, love, love this pillow. Oh, yes. And I do too, Beth. Thank you for sharing your completed project. See how easy this is to do? Nicely done. Marcy says, finished her hopping down the bunny trail, decided to make it into a wall hanging and added a dark pink binding. Also, she says the rats multiply, or the rat, not the rats, not the rats. Thank heavens, not the rats. The rabbits multiplied in her craft room, right? Let's take a look at Marcy's on the wall there. Yeah, I love that you can turn it into a table runner. It doesn't have to be a bench pillow or, like she did, a wall hanging. And there we go. The rabbits have multiplied and quite nicely, I would say. Okay, if you're looking for that product, this is what you're looking for. It is called Hopping Down the Bunny Trail, and it looks like a bench pillow there, but as you can see, there's more things you can do with it. Now, if you want to find out even more fun little details about Hopping Down the Bunny Trail, I want to encourage you to visit our friend, my friend and yours, Jenny from the blog, because she made a great blog post about that recently. Showed some great images really up close. I'll show you a few here. And then she gives you some more details about that. So you're going to want to take a look at her blog post called Hopping Down the Bunny Trail Bench Pillow. And here, let's just hop along right with Jenny as we look at all the little details of this pillow. Are you feeling inspired? Oh my goodness. You're a good egg. That's a little printed mini quilt, truly a mini quilt, right? That hangs there. It comes in the embellishment kit. Ah, there we go. And then here's that fun embellishment kit that has all the details, all the glitter grass that's already pre-cut. It's got the buttons. It's got all the things to make that oh so cute. Okay, this one. Oh my gosh, I hope you're on right now, Heidi, because I want to sing your praises for this project you did. Did anyone else see this? This is from my friend Heidi. She says, after watching Kim on What's New Wednesday today, which was maybe last week, she thought I would share her jacket that she did a few years ago where she embroidered that cute sewing machine from Oh So Delightful and the precious scraps from the same line of fabric. Heidi, let's take a closer look, shall we? Because, wow, look at what she did. Ah, so beautiful, right? Yep, that's the sewing machine. And then she did some background quilting on that denim jacket, it looks like, and then some piecing. Let's look at the large one again. Piecing with that fabric line. Heidi, I bet you get stopped everywhere you go wearing that jacket saying, where did you get that? I love it. So great job, Heidi. Okay, if you're looking for those designs that Heidi used, or that sewing machine design in particular. This is what she used. Oh, so delightful. Book and CD set, and it's available wherever Kimberbell products are sold. All right, now let's take a look at. I'm showing a lot of show and tell today because I was so inspired. But this one comes from our sister company, MeTimeDelivered.com. That's where you can find Collectible Christmas, which is a monthly project box that is going to, this year, it's all about Return to Bethlehem. And so I'm going to show you some inspirational pictures here that people have been making from that. There's also Perfectly Pieced, as you know, where you're piecing these quilt blocks in the hoop, and there is Hoop Studio. So here we go. Let's take a look at what you guys have been making with Return to Bethlehem, because once again, it is not too late to sign up for this. If you're thinking, gosh, I would love to have this finished scene, nativity scene at the end of the year that is absolutely stunning. Take a look at these pictures. This one comes from Patty. It says, working on my collectible Christmas, 2 down, 2 to go. Okay, do you see right there how those shepherds are standing? This is a phenomenal technique that our digitizers came up with for getting those little pieces to stand just beautifully. Great picture, by the way, there. Look at that. Unbelievable, isn't it? And the coloring of this collection is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see there's a panel in the background that is also embroidered. And when that is all said and done, I'll show you a few of these panels. They're going to hang on these frames that actually are part of Collectible Christmas too. And there's 3 of them, I believe, that hang in the background for setting this scene. So beautiful job there. This one comes from Dwani. She says, absolutely loved the Collectible Christmas Road to Bethlehem from MeTime. The monthly projects take about 2 hours. Instructions are great, and the final results are breathtaking. Picture does not do it justice to the design. And then she gave us a little tip. She said, just a note, if you strategically place the pieces of leather, you have plenty to add to your stash for another project. Great idea, Dwani, and thank you for that recommendation. Let's take a closer look at her background scene there. That's going to be part of, again, the whole collection when it's all said and done. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one comes from my friend Sandy. She says, I don't know how you find the perfect fabrics and accessories every single time. This is breathtaking. Thank you, Sandy, for that. I'll tell you what, and I had to get an up close of Sandy's there so that you could see just what she's talking about. Are those fabrics gorgeous or what? And can you imagine trying to find all those fabrics yourself and pulling them together to create just the most gorgeous scene for this collection? I was there in the room when the product managers were pulling fabrics from literally dozens of fabric lines. Okay, not just like one collection. This is like dozens of fabric lines so they could get it just right. And they did. I think anyone who's doing Collectible Christmas right now, Return to Bethlehem, would agree. And this one's from Rhoda. She says, all caught up with Return to Bethlehem. Looking forward to March's package. So as you can see, you're doing a little bit each time. Here's another background that will soon be finished and hung onto a frame. And then even look at this little market place setting with the little pots, even that terracotta pot that you're seeing. Let's see right there. That comes in the kit. And this is a dimensional building as well. So anyway, check it out. We're going to put a link to MeTimeDeliver.com so that you can see all the subscriptions, but these in particular are from Return to Bethlehem. All right, a few more. Oh my gosh, I love when I see you guys making stuff with clear blue tiles. This comes from Jacqueline. She said she just completed her Iris chain table topper with clear blue tiles and could not be happier with the outcome. Let's take a closer look at Jacqueline's there. Beautiful job, Jacqueline. Just in time for March. decorating. And yeah, it's just, you didn't have to take it to get a long arm quilted. You could do it right on your home embroidery machine, which is fantastic, right? How about this one from Samantha? She says, I finished this quilt for my son who turns 11 today. She used the clear blue tiles for the first time for all over edge to edge quilting, and she absolutely loved the process and how it turned out. It took some getting used to, but once I got the hang of it, it was my favorite experience with quilting so far. Ah, bravo, bravo. Let's take a closer look at hers. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And wait till you see her panel. So pretty, right? Just absolutely gorgeous. And again, what I love in these pictures, you're not seeing Kimberbell quilts necessarily. They're other quilt projects, but they're done with the background quilting of using Kimberbell's quilting, clear blue tiles, and with the designs themselves. Let's take a look at another one. This is from Sandy. She says, my first attempt at using clear blue tiles, this worked great. Oh my gosh, your first attempt? And you did it on that absolutely gorgeous, stunning thing? I'm impressed. And it looks so, so good. Let's take another look at that. Wow. Really nicely done. And then this one I thought was fantastic because look at how she used clear blue tiles to frame the pictures, the images in this quilt. So this is from Laurie. She says she finished her second quilt using clear blue tiles. She did a brown one where she divided it into quadrants and used the Mythic 5 background quilting. She says it was easy. And then the one with the pictures she gave to her sister for her 70th birthday. The blue tiles allowed her to quilt the blocks around the photographs. Okay, and the photographs were all from their childhood. That's pretty special. Look at this. Isn't that amazing, you guys? You have certainly inspired me to do a photo quilt. I remember years ago doing something like that for my grandmother, and what a treasure. So I'm thinking, okay, now I could do it all over again, maybe for another special person in my life, right? Kids, mother, whoever, and be able to quilt around it using those blue tiles. That's fantastic. Okay, and then finally this one, she says, I used clear blue tiles on her latest quilt. She used the Floral 8 and she loves the way it turned out. She says, clear blue tiles are so easy to use. Beautiful, beautiful job there. All right, so if you're wondering, okay, how does this work? This is what you need. It's clear blue tiles. This is the essential set. And it really is as easy as 3 simple steps. If I told you it only takes 3 steps, would you believe me? You better believe me because I'm telling you the truth there. And we've got lots of video tutorials to help you as well. But let me show you the 3 easy steps. 1, 2, 3. You place down your tile, you mark your tile, and then you quilt your project in the hoop on your embroidery machine. Just like that. If you've used clear blue tiles, I would love to hear what you think in the comments. Lots of people saying how beautiful the quilting is. Sandra says, very inspiring, beautiful quilting. I know they did a great job, didn't they, on all of those quilts. Lisa says, clear blue tiles is the best. So easy to use and amazing results. My friends, you will literally save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in doing it yourself at home. Now, if I had a really, really, really large quilt, I would probably take it to have it professionally done just because it's so big that the weight of that, we're talking like bed-size quilts, the weight of it might be really heavy on my machine. But even with that being said, I have seen people, you've seen them probably in our machine embroidery group, right, who have done twin size and even queen size quilts. Now that is a labor of love. Wow, I won't lie. But if you're looking for smaller projects, pillows, table toppers, table runners, wall hangings, lap quilts, and yeah, even larger than that, as you can see in some of these pictures, you can do it on your home embroidery machine with that, with clear blue tiles. Okay. Rhonda, you're so sweet. She says, I absolutely love clear blue tiles. Changed my life and my pocketbook. Yeah, I would agree. It really is fantastic. And you now have control of when it gets done as well. So anyway, very, very cool. Patty says the quilting is easy with clear blue tiles and always looks so nice. Love using them. Okay, Teresa, my hat is off to you. Look at what she's going to say. I have done king size quilt with clear blue tiles. Took a while, but totally doable. Just do it. Bravo, my friend. Teresa, I like you go, girl. I think that is amazing. Amazing. So, as she's saying, it can be done. All right, everyone. So that is today's Sew and Tell. Now, since we talked about clear blue tiles and background quilting, I might as well show you 2 brand new background quilting design files that just went up today. And I am so excited about it because guess what my new hobby is, my friends? Yep, Kim is got a new hobby in her life. You know what it is? You're gonna laugh. Okay. Let me pull up the picture because I can't wait to use this. Since I'm such a pickleball player now. Oh yes. Who loves pickleball? Oh my gosh, guys, I heard about pickleball years ago. I had friends that had played in pickleball leagues and tournaments and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, that looks fun. Good for you. Good for you. You know, I'll cheer you on from the sidelines. And then like 2.5 weeks ago, I went to Arizona for a few days and my kids taught mom how to play pickleball and I am hooked. So anyway, when our background quilting team said they were coming out with a pickleball design, I'm like, okay, that's for me. Done, over. I got to figure out what to do with it, but I'm getting it. There's no doubt about it. So if you are a pickleball fan, then you're going to love that there's pickleball background quilting. Hey, Heidi says it was invented in Washington. Really? Hey, the more you know, the more you know. That's a good trivia question right there. All right. Michelle asked where the video tutorials are for clear blue tiles. I think they're probably on that link that we're going to put in the notes, but if not, someone from Kimberbell will link those videos for you and tag you. But you'll also find them on our YouTube channel. All right. Hey, Ruth says she loves to play pickleball. Awesome. Heather says her son plays pickleball, is in a pickleball class at school. Hey, it's so fun, right? It's just, and it's nice because I'm not like completely out of breath when I'm playing. So yeah, there we go. Oh, Patty says, have you tried disc golf yet? I haven't. That sounds good. Okay, Deb, seriously, only Deb, if you will do it with me the next time you're out here in Utah, let's do it together. She says, I want to see a video of Kim playing pickleball. Yeah, because Deb's from Arizona, so she probably has played it a lot more than me. But girl, next time you're in my neck of the woods, let's go play it together. and maybe we'll do a video. We'll see. Okay, deal? Now, if you're like, well, pickleball is great and all, but you're a tennis person? Oh yeah, we've got you covered too. So this week, there's also a tennis background quilting file that's available, or files, I should say, for clear blue tiles. Pretty awesome. So whether you do pickleball or tennis, we got you covered. All right, everyone. Now, one more shout out to remember, because this is ending in just a few days. February 28th, okay, is the last day to save 20% on the brand new Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail background quilting right there, my friends. So you've got the darling little flowers and beehives over there. You've got more geometric that look like Easter eggs here. And then you've got the cutest darn little borders background quilting there. So fun. You can save 20% right now till the end of February 28th. That would mean 11:59 Mountain Time, 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay. So 20% off. Now, another good deal that's happening right now on all digital all digital files at Kimberbell, whether it be background quilting or regular downloads, okay, is we're having a 30% off sale on all regular priced digital products. Okay, so that's why you wouldn't get an extra 30% off of the hopping down the bunny trail, because that's already on sale. But any other regular priced item, 30% off till just a few more days, until the end of February 28th, which is what, 2 days away, okay, 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time, and then it goes away. Okay, what's cool about this sale too on all digital products is that you don't even need a code. It's just going to take it off automatically for you, which is really nice, right? And just think about this. Say you're adding some digital files to your cart, and you're getting really close to that, $99 mark, and you're thinking, wow, with $99 I get free shipping. Then throw in a few physical product items and it's going to ship for free at $99. Or you have physical products and you're going, gosh, I need just one more something or other to hit that $99. Throw in a digital product at 30% off, hit that $99 and it ships for free. So just a few options there for you. Okay. All righty. Okay. Next, let's talk about March projects. The other day on the Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell Facebook group, hope you're all there, okay? Someone asked, very, very thoughtfully asked, if, where's all the machine embroidery designs coming out from Kimberbell? Okay. And I answered her and I said, it's kind of tricky, right? Because some people think we release things way too much, some things too often. Some people think we don't release them enough. And some people think we're going away from machine embroidery, which is not the case. I promise you that. We love machine embroidery and we are here to stay in machine embroidery. Okay. So I thought, you know what? Let's show you some of the things that are coming out just around the corner in March. And they're continuing to come out. And the whole point is that we give you options, right? So you might see one machine embroidery project you like and not the other. And then you see both and you go, I got to have them all. And then you see maybe some punch needle projects and you want that too, or maybe you see punch needle and you go, no, I'm going to stick with machine embroidery. The good news is you've got options, and we're here to provide all sorts of fun, creative things to add to your creative lifestyle, right? So what I was excited about is when I saw this post on Facebook, our team had put out a little series of images that shows what's coming out in March. Are you ready to see it? Because guys, like 3 days away, literally, you're going to have even more stuff to choose from. You might want some of it, might want all of it. Let's take a look at what they are. So, drum roll, please. New products coming in March from both Kimberbell and Me Time. Here we go. Strap on your seatbelts. There's a lot, and it's going to be so much fun. We want you to be part of all of it or any of it. We love it. Okay. Now, if you're part of the Mystery Digital Exclusives, look. We're not telling you what it is. We're giving you a hint of what you're going to see on there. Okay. So these are just clues on this one. March 1st, the next block is coming out for the Mystery Quilt. Now remember, the Mystery Quilt is called Wallflower. So that might give you a hint right there. The Mystery Quilt's Wallflower, March 1st. All right. Anything else coming out in March? Oh, yes. Lots. Let's take a look at another thing coming out March 1st. And that is from Perfectly Pieced. Now, that is part of our subscription brand called Me Time Delivered. We're going to talk about this one a little bit more in detail next week with my friend Jen. But look at those carrots. Are you kidding me? Those carrots are absolutely darling, and they're pieced, all pieced in the hoop. And then do you see the bunny right there, Stuffy? You're going to love it. Okay. So that's also coming out March 1st. And if you're thinking, gosh, I'm not part of Perfectly Pieced, but I love that, it's not too late to sign up. You can absolutely do that. Okay, so there we got a little bit of piecing in the hoop. We got a little bit of applique. We've got a little bit of punch needle coming out. Oh yes, we've got that too for those who are interested. This is March 5th. We've got Punch Needle Plus coming out. There's 3 new designs that I'm going to be talking about next week. And notice they're all perfect to coordinate with Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail. But even if you didn't do Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail, those designs are going to be so darling for both spring, summer, or even every day. There's mushrooms, there's ladybugs, there's flowers. How can you go wrong? And it's going to be a fun one for all those who are wanting to try punch needle, maybe for the first time, or maybe you just are loving it and have got to have it all. It's coming out March 5th. Okay. Now, we talked about earlier a little bit about Return to Bethlehem. That's also from our blah, 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 machineembroiderydelivered.com website. And this is the next piece that's coming out. And this is dimensional. So you're going to learn how that comes together and how it stands all on its own with a really cool technique that's done in the hoop. So that's coming out March 10th. Are you ready for more machine embroidery? Oh, we've got it. Here's a look at what's coming out March 12th. New rope bowls. And it's a whole new style of them too. You're going to absolutely love this oval version of it. And they are holiday rope bowls. And wait till you see the embellishment kit with this. Boom, you're going to be blown away. It is so stinking cute. And the oval shape is super fun to do. So our team nailed it once again with the holiday rope bowls. You can see there's, Halloween, and there's more of like Valentine's or versus, well, any time of the year, really. It'd be great for a wedding, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day. There's some good options there. Now, we also have project kits coming out. So if you're thinking, gosh, I just want to try one, right? Without doing all the designs, I want to try one, or maybe you want it all. Here's an exclusive set of project kits that will be coming out from Kimberbell, where you're going to get the project rope, the embellishments that go with that specific one, and then an exclusive design. So this is called the Butterfly Rope Bowl Project Kit. It's also coming out March 12th, and Home Sweet Home right there. Okay. Do you want some more? We've got it. Are you ready? How about this? This is coming out from Hoop Studio. And this is the darling Easter table runner, spring table runner. With a bunny, you're going to get the table runner itself, which is so darling, and with that lace trim along the bottom. And then you get the fun little napkin ring holders that we've talked about in the past that are Easter bunnies. Yeah, that all comes out for those who are subscribed to Hoop Studio. And if you're not subscribed to Hoop Studio, guess what? It's not too late for that either. You can definitely subscribe and be able to get that all delivered to your door in one box with everything that you need to make it. Now, we have a few other project kits coming out. We've got March 26th, we've got something called Petals and Prose Book Cover Project Kit. A project kit means you're going to get everything that you need to make that. How about this one? This is called Bookish Coasters, and you're going to get a set of 4 of those. And this one are some bookmarks, and that is also a project kit. Okay, so how many of you love to read or know people that love to read? You have a book lover in your life? You might just be interested in some of those project kits coming out at the end of March. So you got some time. You got some time. I promise you. I don't want to overwhelm you. But the whole point is, did you see that machine embroidery was going away? No way. We're just adding to the fun with a little bit of punch needle embroidery, a little bit of machine embroidery, all the things. And there's going to be some fun things to choose from or to just do it all, right? Anyway, so it's all coming out in March. I'm really excited about that. All right. Now, finally, before we do a giveaway, maybe a lot of you are here for this reason. You heard a little something online about Kimberbell now doing download codes. All right. So let me give you the scoop because there's a lot of misinformation, you might say, about this. And I want us to set the record straight on what it is we're doing, why we're doing it, how it's going to affect you in a very positive way, right? And how this can be a good thing and how it's really, really easy. It's going to be really, really easy to redeem a code. Like you don't have to be tech savvy to redeem a code. And I'm going to show you how simple that is. Okay. A lot of people are loving the idea of a redemption code. We do too. We've heard you over the years, and we're right there with you. We understand that CDs, they've become obsolete. It's like me trying to put in a floppy disk, right? Floppy disk, a VHS, unit, records. I mean, everything happens in its due time. A change happens, I should say, in its due time. Well, we've long been overdue with the whole CD thing, but I'll tell you the reason why we initially did CDs is because it is great for long-term storage, right? But when computers started coming out, yeah, Cindy says 8-track tapes. I know, it just happens, right? But when more and more people were getting newer computers, you guys know the problem. They don't have CD drives, right? So you had to take this extra step of getting an external CD reader to read it. Then you had to pull those onto your computer. Then you had to take that and put it onto a USB, and then you could take your USB to your machine. Oh, right? I get it that was not ideal. But we also then said, well, the next best thing would be to do USBs, right? Because then you could just take the USB and put it into your machine. And guess what? As Tammy says, technology changes too fast. I know. We had so many problems over the years with USBs because all machines aren't created equal, and some will read a larger file of a USB and need more of a USB size than others. And then some machines are like, you're not going to put that on my machine. And so then we had issues with USBs being corrupt. And then that's frustrating. Or sometimes like you accidentally delete something off of your USB, right? Have any of you guys done that before? So you can see where the issues were coming in. And we've known, gosh, we really got to move forward with a change that is going to, yes, change is hard sometimes, but I promise you it will be for the best in the end for the majority of people. Now, I know there's always going to be someone that is not happy with that. And I get it. I totally understand. But I hope that you'll see that one, it's the best way to go. Two, it's not going to take anything away from the local quilt shop, which is another piece of misinformation that's been out there. And I'll tell you why here in just a minute. Three, you don't have to print anything that you normally wouldn't have printed. All the things are still good. But the best part is that you will always have it. Yes, you will always have it. And if you're like on the road and you're going somewhere or you're doing something and you're like, gosh, darn it, I didn't bring that CD with me, or I didn't bring my external CD hard drive or whatever, or my USB just went kaput, right? You don't have to worry about that now because you will always have access to it, okay? Another little piece of misinformation, is that you can only use it once. No, that's not the case. Okay, so let me just set the record straight so that everybody knows how this is going to work. Okay, all right. So here's what I want you to think. Here's my little spiel about this. In the past, you've found these at quilt shops, right? Or just at kimberbell.com, and it gets sent to you in the mail. It's a CD case, right? You open it up, there's a CD. All right. Okay. In the past, you've seen a book. Maybe it's Cup of Cheer, right? And it's got all of these beautiful step-by-step full color instructions. But in the inside, first page, guess what? There was a CD. You know what I'm talking about, right? Here's another book. In the past, book, full color instructions, CD. Now, here's the good news. Let's go back to that original plastic box CD. Instead of this being on your shop's shelves, guess what's on their shop shelves? Still a physical thing, but it looks a little different, right? It's a card that's going to hang there, just as if this was hanging there. You're going to see this hanging there. And guess what's inside of this sealed package? A redemption code right there. And that redemption code is good for you as a single-use person to be able to download those designs. Okay, and it will tell you the 4 simple steps, but I'm even going to make it easier by showing you a video that my friend Stacy put together. Okay, so instead of having to take this CD, you're actually taking this, you're opening it up when you get home, you put in a quick little code, and there you have it. It gets downloaded to your library, and now you have access to it all the time. Okay, Kristen, stay you with me, Kristen, because it gets better. And you're not going to have to worry about that instruction book because I'm not done yet. This is just for the CD. And just like you had to do with a CD, if a CD had PDF instructions in it, what you always had to do in the past is print those PDF instructions or look at them on your computer, right? Same with this. You would just print the instructions just like you would before, but now it's a download code that you always have access to. And then once it's downloaded, you can download it as many times as you want. You don't all of a sudden, like that code doesn't all of a sudden go poof. Well, it does after you've used it once, but now it's saved to your library, right? This is a one-time single-use code per user, right? And then you open it up, download it as many times as you wish. Okay, Teresa, stay with me about the books. I have good news, guys, and this is where people are getting confused. So let me explain this. This book that was once in your quilt shop or at kimberbell.com, guess what? It's still going to be there. It's all printed for you. It's still going to be there. Full color printed instructions. Do you see how passionate I am about this? You aren't going to be printing this because instead of this CD right there, guess what's there? It's a redemption code, right? So there you have it. Now, this is going to be, someone asked, well, someone can just open the book and take a picture of the code. No, it's going to be covered. Okay. We've got methods for making sure that's covered so that is unique to you. You buy the book already printed, right? Just like you would before. There's just, you don't have to deal with a CD. Okay. You just get to go to the website, put in your code, voila, done. And now you still have all the full color instructions you ever had in the first place in a book. Okay. So will you guys do me a favor? And if you see misinformation out there about this, now you know. Now you know that this still exists. This is still sold through quilt shops. This does not take away anything from the quilt shop channel. In fact, quilt shops are very excited about this. Okay. I don't, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Every month we meet with your quilt shop online. Okay. We have something we call the monthly marketing minute. And every month we tell them what's about to happen at Kimberbell so that they're also prepared to answer your questions. Okay. They know about these download codes and they're fine with it. They're happy with it. And guess what? They're also happy to help you. Okay. They're also happy to help you if you are saying, gosh, I don't know how to redeem this. They're happy to help you. Okay. They over and over again, I've heard it from these shops. They're happy to help you. Okay. Once again, this is the book. Now, these are older books. These are still going to be what they're going to be at this point, right? But moving forward, starting with the new rope bowls collection that's coming out, that is the oval. That will be the first one that will use a digital redemption code. Okay. All right. Now, some have asked, is it going to be less expensive because it's digital? Well, no, not really, because you're still getting the full color printed instructions, right? The CD is not what costs really much at all. And we're paying for storage on the extra storage on the website so that you have access to that library. So what you're buying is you're buying the designs, you're buying the files, you're buying the product, right? But the printing is still there, right? And a CD is not, it's pennies, right? Compared to what it's costing to buy a printed book, and also the extra storage that it's going to be costing, that Kimberbell's taking care of for that. So it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be less, but it doesn't mean it's also going to be necessarily more. It's just you're buying the product itself. Okay. All right. Now, I'm so excited to share this with you. This is the brand new Star Spangled Beauty. This will be a book, full color, step-by-step instructions, like anything. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're only seeing the cover right now because guess what? It's currently being printed at our local at our local print shop, who we've hired to print our books. And we love to support them. And that is being currently printed. But when you go to a quilt shop, when this comes out later this year, you will see this full color instruction book. There, you'll open it up. Okay, this page with the redemption code will be sealed, but you'll be able to open it up and see all the things that are in there. And then all you have to do is go to the website and put in your redemption code. Now, are you ready to see how easy this is going to be? Very, very excited. Okay. Yes, these are not QR codes. They're redemption codes, which is different than a QR code. Okay. So let me show you. Our friend Stacy put together a quick little video tutorial to really set your mind at ease as to how simple this is going to be. Okay. Let me show you what that looks like. Our team has really, really worked hard to make this a very user-friendly, positive customer experience. And I think you'll see for yourself here very soon that any thoughts you had on, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea, I don't like it, you might just change your mind really, really soon when you see all the benefits for it as well. So let's take a look at this video.
Everyone, it's Stacy from Kimberbell, and I am here today to show you how to redeem your digital redemption codes on kimberbell.com. Now, you should have received a card from your shop that has your redemption code on it, as well as a step-by-step process on how to do this. So you feel free to reference that as well. All right, so first thing we're going to do is log into our Kimberbell account. And then we're going to go over up here to the menu, and right here on the right, it's going to say redeem, and we're going to click there. It's going to bring me to this screen here. You can also get here by typing in kimberbell.com/redeem. And you can see here, there is a little spot here that says enter a redemption code. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in my code there. Now, if I wanted to redeem more than one code, I could click this button and add another coupon code, but I don't want to do that today, so I'm just going to click this subtract. And then I'm just going to hit search for a code. All right, so there is my product that I purchased. I am just going to click redeem code. It's going to think for just a second. And there it is. I can view my order. I'm just going to pop over to my digital library, make sure everything's there, and there it is, my Love Notes digital download. I'm just going to hit download now, and I can get right to stitching. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a great day and experience the joy of creativity. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, so hopefully that helps you see how simple this is going to be. Now, if anyone has reservations about it, I understand. I do understand, but we do have to keep up with technology, and things change all the time, right? And this does not take away anything from the Quilt Shop channel. It enhances it, right? This does not take away anything from you having all the product that you had in the first place from Kimberbell, because it still exists just as is. It's just replacing that darn CD. That's all that changes. It's replacing that darn CD that can crack, that can be scratched, that can, you don't have a computer that reads it, that kind of thing. Now, I also understand that there are people in areas of the country where they don't have the best internet service. And what I'd say to that is to lean into your local resources. Libraries will have internet service probably better than anyone in your area. They're going to have like the most the best experience with the internet, fast internet, to be able to download those things for you too. And so lean into community resources. That could be your neighbor, that could be your child, that could be your library, that could be your local quilt shop. They are happy to help you. You'll still buy this from them, physical. You just don't have to worry about a cracked or outdated CD. I hope that helps everyone understand this. And the thing is, like, you always now have it. So I'm not sure where the hesitation comes from, except if you have an issue with it, please reach out to our customer care team. They'd be happy to help you. But this is the future of where technology is going. A lot of companies have already gone this route. We've made it a really, really simple process for you. And I think it's a win-win-win for everyone. Okay. All right. So anything else? Yeah, agree. Stitch It Up in Virginia saying, yes, I agree. We have to keep up with technology. We do. When I first bought an embroidery machine, guys, I had one of those that had like the outside card readers, and then you put a floppy disk in it. Do you remember that one? Did anyone have a machine like that? And when it changed from a floppy disk to a USB, I was like, are you serious? Now I got to figure out how to get something on a USB and all that stuff. And then I would never think of doing a floppy disk ever at this point. I'm going to use a USB, right? The same can be done if we just like change our mindset that, you know, things can't ever change. Maybe they can, and it will always be for the better. Okay. I promise you, it'll always be for the better. And we are here to help you along the way. Okay. And your quilt shop is also here to help you along the way. They can send, if you order online from a quilt shop, they're going to send you this physical product just like they would send you a CD. They're going to send you a book just like they would have sent you a book before. You just don't have to use a CD anymore. That's all, the only change. Okay. Donna says she had a floppy drive too. Yeah, I did too. We did. Okay. All right. Let's see. Any other questions that I can help answer? Someone asked, how will this affect events? Shops will know that first, and then we'll share it with you. But it's going to be also a welcome change for you and the shops, and we've got a really easy way to do that for you. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay. Lots of people saying they would like to have their older designs in their Kimberbell library. I think that's a fantastic idea. I mentioned this to my friend Jennifer, who suggested it yesterday when I made a post. And I said, you know what? I'm not the brains behind this stuff, so I will ask the brains, and I already have. So they know that this is something that you guys want. And yeah, so we'll see if it's even possible. I don't know if it is, but if it is, they'll figure it out, and it might be something down the road. But certainly don't quote me on that because I don't know. Okay, but I will certainly ask the people who do. All right. Great improvement. Change is good. Okay. Why do you need this change? Lisa, it's because of all those things I mentioned before. Yeah, people not having out external CD drives, just technology changing, you being able to get it anytime that you wish. That's a great question, Lisa, and I'm glad you asked. And hopefully I can, you know, bring peace to your mind about this, that it really is a good thing. And you always have access to it, which is really cool. You're not going to, if your computer were to crash, if your, you know, house were to have a flood, you still have access to it. Now, I will say, even though it's in your Kimberbell library, I always, anything that's ever in my library at any website, I always get into the practice of also saving it to a hard drive, just because maybe I'm in a place where I don't have internet and I want to use my embroidery files. Then I have access to it, and I never have to worry about that. So that's okay too. Okay. All right. About lots of questions about organizing the digital library. Yes, our team is working on additional updates to make organization of that library just a little bit easier, or easier to find things in it. No, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be done, you know, next month, but definitely on their list of improvements and enhancements over the coming months and year. You'll see things like that. Okay. Okay. Tammy says, change is scary for some of us. Change is good and will make things easier for everyone. Yeah. I will be the first to tell you, I get it. And I don't make light of anyone who's resistant to change, because I understand it is hard. And sometimes I get into this mode where I'm like, no, I understand it just fine. And everything's going just like I want it to go. And then someone introduces a change to me. I'm like, but no, I liked the way it was. But more often than not, it truly is always for the better, or can be for the better. Okay. I hope you'll stick with us and see for yourself that it can be a good thing. All right. Like I said, shops know about this and they're on board. They're happy to help you however they can. That's a beautiful thing about a quilt shop, right? They can offer such great service, individual service to you. And I love that about our shops. They're happy to help. Okay. Okay. All right. Stick with us, Lisa. I think you'll find you're in another month or two. I'd love to connect with you and say, how's it working for you? And you can let me know. And if there's anything I can personally help you with, I'm happy to do that. Okay. Yeah. Bab says, those having trouble, call your grandkids or borrow one. Right? I know. Oftentimes I have to ask my son who's in college. I'm like, I need some help here. And that's okay. Hey, they're happy to help. But hopefully through that video you saw, it's literally you click on redeem, you put in your code, it's in your library. It really is that easy. Okay. And if you have several codes that you want to redeem, you just hit the plus button. Okay. And as the new products start coming out with this, we'll be sure to, continue to educate and such. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, good question, Leslie. She said something about the phone. Yes, you can. And she says you flew by, but I think I got the gist of what your question was. If someone doesn't have a computer, I get that too. I totally understand. And I don't make light of that either. But the good news is, because you must have some kind of device like a phone, a tablet, that kind of thing, there are there are little what do you call them? Like a kind of like a connection. It's a USB type connection type thing that will connect. See how technical I am. The thing, the little USB thing. There are connections you can buy, and they're very inexpensive. I think you can get one for like around $15. And that will, I know this isn't the majority of people that would need that, but if you did, you can plug it into your phone, whether it be an iPhone or an Android or whatever. You can plug it into your phone, and you can download a design onto a USB straight from your phone. So there are those. Oh, adapters. Thank you, Lulu. Adapters. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Those do exist. I know, again, that's not going to be the majority of people that need that, but they do exist. They're around $15, and you can download it. And you know what we can even do, and I'll let my team know this too. Let's put together a video for you on how to do that from your phone. Okay. We can absolutely take you step by step to do that. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Well, I think that's all for today, but I have good news, guys. Amongst all this, I think it's all good news, right? And if you have any other questions, reach out to us. We're happy to help. But I want to give away some thread, okay, to 2 people. So look at this beautiful Kimberbell thread colors right here. Look how gorgeous that is. From Glide, you'll get 3, 4, 5, 10 spools of embroidery thread. 2 people are going to win that. It's going to come in this little carrying box, and it's all with Kimberbell colors. You gotta love more thread, right? So 2 people are going to win. How are you going to win it? I want you to tell me in the comments what you're looking forward to the most in March. That's it. We talked about lots of things. Okay. Let's see. What are you looking forward to in March? Let me pull up a reminder. Remember, lots of things happening in March. Are you looking forward to the new DDE Mystery Quilt block that will be coming out March 1st? How about the Perfectly Pieced with the carrots and the bunnies? How about the Punch Needle Plus with the ladybugs, the flowers, and the mushrooms? Collectible Christmas, the new segment of Collectible Christmas called Return to Bethlehem. How about the Holiday Rope Bowls, which, again, this will be the first product that comes out on this card that has not a CD in it, but a redemption code, okay? Maybe you're looking forward to the Butterfly Project Kit rope bowl with the rope and all the themes, or maybe it's the Home Sweet Home. How about the Bunny Table Runner and napkin rings from our friends at Hoop Studio? What about the Petals and Prose book cover project kit? The coasters, a set of 4 book coasters project kit, or even the little bookmarks project kit. Okay, let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to the most, and 2 of you on Friday will win thread, machine embroidery thread. And who's going to say no to that, right? We can all use some more of that. Now, as I end, I want to share this one more comment that someone made on Facebook. I took a screenshot of it because she kind of encapsulated the why this is a good thing with going a digital route. Okay, keeping up with the times, right? This is what Christy said. She says, this is really a great decision. New computers do not come with CD drives anymore. I had to purchase an external just for my Kimberbell, and my CD collection was getting massive. I'm running out of places to keep them. It's not that difficult to download and save it to a USB or onto your computer, just like you would have had to do with a CD. In fact, I would say, I'm just telling you now, it's going to be even easier for you. I promise you that. I keep mine organized on my computer. Yes, it's in my Kimberbell digital library, but I will still download it and put it in my organized structure on my computer and on my external drive. But I love having them store it too. Anything could happen to your computer or CDs or USBs, but if it's stored digitally, you never lose it. Perfectly said. You never will lose it. So anyway, there you go, my friends. I hope that helped answer a whole lot of your reservations or questions. And if you hear of others that are saying, oh, but this or that, now you know what is happening, and really see that it can be a good thing. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Keep doing what you love. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday because there's a lot of new stuff to talk about, and keep experiencing, of course, the joy of creativity. Bye-bye.